Hi students, Mr. Prather here from MemTech. In this video in the series, we're going to talk about the in-game documentation tools. Minecraft has some amazing things built in so that you can take pictures and write all about your fantastic creations and then share it with your teacher in Google Classroom. It's really, really easy. My only tip before we get started is that remember where you save the file. Just in case you ever need to find it again, I always try to save that document that it creates, the file that it creates. I try to save it in a place where I know where it is so I can always access it again later in the future. But let's get started. But you'll notice in my hands in Minecraft right now, I have three things. This first one is a camera. You'll see when I switch, they name them. A book and a quill. A portfolio. I'm not actually going to go into portfolios today. Portfolio is just where you can put pictures and pictures only. I'm going to use this book and quill today because I can put pictures and writing in it. So the book and quill has that little feather on top of a book is the symbol. And I'm going to use a camera to take pictures. If you don't have any of these three, you can press E to go to your inventory, and you can search for the camera. There it is. Or you can search for the book and quill. It's going to be one of the first ones there, so I know it might look like a lot, but you only need to type in book, and you're looking for that book with the feather. So when you have these, now to take a picture. So look at, I can switch between them. Number one is the camera in my hotbar. So now I have the camera in my hand. I can look at anything and click right click, and hold to take a picture. Right click and hold to take a picture. Again, right click and hold to take a picture. Okay. You can also put the camera on the ground. This person's put it on the ground. I'm going to try that as well. So I meant to right click. Right click to place it on the ground. And then when I right click and hold, it's actually going to take a picture of me. Now I still have the camera in my hand, so I took a picture of the camera first. So let me switch to an empty hand. You see my hand's now empty. What I meant there was when you go to a camera on the ground, and then you right click it with an empty hand, there we go, it'll take a selfie of you. It follows you. It takes a picture of you. So once again, put a camera on the ground, empty hand, right click and hold, and it'll follow you. The camera will follow you, and it'll take a selfie of you. All right. So now that I've shown you how to take pictures, take another one really quickly. Let's zoom in, and I will take a picture of a little bit close up. All right. So now what you can do with these pictures is that we switch to our book and quill. Now, when I have the book and quill in my hand, I right click and hold, and it'll open up the book. I can now write in the book with these little pencils. I can write and add in text. That's this little gray box here with the lines on it. And I can add in pictures. I can delete the slide, or I can add a blank page. So I delete the page, or I can add a blank page to the direction of the arrow. So first off, I'm going to add a picture of my creation. Then I'm going to tell my teacher what it is. I created this symmetrical art. Now, you're all going to be doing different lessons, so I'm not going to actually go too far into explaining my work here, because your lesson may be on explaining area and volume, or you might be doing a science lesson. So the important part here is that you explain your work to your teacher using writing and pictures. So again, I can add a blank page this way. Let's say I wanted a blank page before this one. I would click here, and now it's going to create a blank page. Oh, move this one over. Sorry, it doesn't create a blank page. See, I forgot all about it. So now I can move that page this way or move it back that way. That's what it is. I can go over here to add more pictures. Where's that one of a little close up? There we go. And I can add more explanations. You can see the symmetry here. All right, so when you're done, and you're ready, you've added all your pictures, all your work that you need for your teacher. Remember, the more pictures and the more writing you have, the better you are able to explain your work. Now I can click Sign here. Notice it says Note. When you sign the book, it will no longer be editable. It's important to know that when you finish this book, you can no longer go back and change or adjust things. All right, so I'm going to enter the title of my book, Ben's Art. Let's say I'd like to put my name there for my teacher. I don't think you have to, but it's just nice for me to be able to find it later. Now, when I'm ready, I click Sign and Close. If I wasn't ready, I could click Cancel and keep on working on my book. But if I'm done, I click Sign and Close. You'll now notice that instead of a book and quill in my hand, I have a shiny purple book. This is my finished book. I can right-click at any time, or left. Oh, no right-click. I don't know why it's not freezing. Oh, froze there. So once again,
I can right-click at any time to open my book, and it'll show me what my book looks like. Notice I can't edit anything anymore. I can't add pictures or writing to it. When you're ready, you're going to click export. What that means is you're going to send it outside of Minecraft. So yes, right now I have this book in Minecraft that I can read at any time. I want to export it for my teacher. So I'm going to click export. And I'm going to save it in my downloads. Save it wherever you like, a place that you can find again. My downloads is easy for me. So I'm going to save it right there to my downloads. So now what it's done is it's saved a copy of my downloads. I can now go into my Chrome browser. That's that internet browser right here. Same place I downloaded my world from. So I'm gonna start over with that though. So let's say you open your Chrome browser. Here, make sure you're logged on with your student account. Go to your classroom. Find your classroom and the assignment that you're working on. So mine was mission control. You'll know your classroom. And my assignment or Minecraft lesson was about symmetry. So I'm going to go find that assignment. There we go, I found it. Now I'm ready. I'm going to attach my work, add or create. So I click add, and I'm going to find that file on my computer. It's not in my Google Drive already. If you're on a Chromebook, it might be in your Google Drive, depending on where you saved it. So again, you have to find where you saved it. So I saved mine on my computer as a file. So I'm going to find where I saved it. So mine is on my device. So I'm going to select the file from my device. It's in my download folder. So now I'm going to find that. Oh, it took me right to my downloads folder, but if it didn't, I can always go and find that folder. Then I'm going to select that PDF that I saved. Now it's attached to my work, and I'm going to click upload. When it's done, I can always click here to preview it. It's still uploading. See that little green dash there? When I click on it, I can now see what my teacher will see. This is the assignment that my teacher gets. It's that text, the title page, the pictures that I inserted, and the writing that I inserted as well. So again, the more pictures and the more writing we add, the more information our teacher has about the awesome work we did.
And that's how to use the camera and Book and Quill to create some amazing documents for your teacher to showcase all of those things that you've created. And it can be done in any Minecraft lesson in the Education Edition. Yeah, so check out the next and last video in our student series, and we're going to show you how you can screen record so that you can even talk and tell your teacher and show your teacher all of the amazing ins and outs of your creation live in video. So check out that last video in our series. Thanks for joining us.